What is up? What is up, folks? How's everybody doing? Sorry, my phone was messing with me. I forgot that I had the chat open, and so when I hit the go button, it started playing. Anyway, good to see everybody in the chat. We got the crew here. We're I guess you could say we're the Three Stooges, Three Musketeers. Take your pick.
Yeah.
We got the resident attorney, and I guess the new resident comedian or comedian to be, right? You're doing comedy now, comedy now, right? Yeah. And then I'm just the resident asshole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody. Love hanging out on Friday nights. So Greg is in an undisclosed location, but like in a little, he's sitting there in a little piece of paradise. He's in God's country.
I'm at my in-laws' house. I have a cabin out here in North Carolina, and there's a bird sanctuary like on right here. I'll give some footage here in a bit before it gets dark.
Yeah, guys, don't be going to sleep on us with the birds tweeting in the background because I've been hearing them.
If it's too loud or disturbing, I can mute in between talking.
It hadn't been for me. It's just literally just a faint tweet in the background. I like it, honestly. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
All right,
I thought it was fake actually at first. When you tuned in and we were hearing the birds chirping and stuff, it took me a minute to realize that those are actually real birds.
Yeah. There's a little sanctuary here.
It sounds like some kind of background playing.
Yeah, y'all can see.
Oh yeah.
So,
look at that. Yes. Dude, I love that. Oh no, knock something down.
It's all good. I'll pick it up.
I know some of y'all guys in the chat probably live in that concrete jungle. Look at that. That's paradise.
It's good for the mental health out here for sure, and spiritual health too. So yeah.
Look, that's the way it is at my house. When you walk out my back door, you see a swimming pool, a chicken house, Cindy? And then all kinds of greenery.
Dude. Sometimes I think about people who do like wake up like in a neighborhood where it's just like all you see is other houses and some trees, which is fine. I've lived there too. Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful.
You live right in Dallas, don't you?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, God. Ain't much greenery growing there, is there?
No, it's flat and there's a lot of parking lots and highways. We've got big, beautiful highways though. Our highways are really impressive.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's more than we can say around here. We don't have very many impressive roads. Yeah, I say lots of regulars in the chat. I think hopefully some new ones in there too.
Yeah, Rick, Debbie, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. God bless.
Yeah, Miss Susan's in there. I think I've seen Kelly, Daisy, Licit. Let's see who else. There's Rick's in there.
Defo's Defo.
Yeah. I love to see all y'all go. There's Henderson is here. I don't know if he's ever been in y'all's chats before, but that one there always makes the morning streams.
I love it. Everybody saying hi.
Donald, Cindy. Tell you what, yes, there's a whole bunch more people in here. These bunch of these. I think a lot of them are probably on yours though, Matt. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome. We are going to talk about several things, and y'all can brag on my thumbnail if you want. I didn't mean for the girl to, and this is Matt's fault because now he's got a clip.
No,
he's got a clip, and it involves I think Charlie getting flashed. Wasn't that what it was? And I when I put that into ChatGPT, it wouldn't do that, but it gave me booty shorts instead. So
we can cut straight to that one then if you want to. I was going to bring up Juneteenth. I don't know if you guys know this. Today's June 19th, which is commemorating the end of slavery in America.
Well, in Texas, it's when when African Americans received the news that they had been emancipated. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's known as Black Independence Day and Emancipation Day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about it, honestly, till just a few years ago, I think, when it got made a national holiday. So it's just it was real.
My hometown, Marshall, Texas, there's an African American based college there, primarily African American, Wiley College, and then a lot of African Americans. So I growing up, Juneteenth was always on our calendar, anyways. But yeah, it's
right.
not. I realized once I moved out that it's not as like widely known or
It's not
observed per
not
se.
And it's not that I've tried to avoid it, but just like, I mean, over the years, it never was something that I heard of until I'd say within the last 10 years, maybe, but I mean, I couldn't ever remember it being a
Well,
thing,
it's not
but
like a bank holiday or anything. So
no.
yeah, it's not one that's like widely observed and I think it's just certain areas of the country
Well, I
do more
worked in
Well,
a
I can show
plant.
you what Charlie Kirk had to say about the
Yep,
holiday.
there you go. There you go. But
You
I
want me
worked
to
at a
show you
plant,
what?
and there was a couple people that would mention Juneteenth, and I always thought they were just joking about something. I literally had no
Yeah,
idea what they're talking. Until
yeah,
finally one day, I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"What are you talking about?"
yeah,
And so,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah, man.
yeah.
Well, good to
All
see
right.
y'all, man. I'm glad
Sorry
to be
about that,
here.
buddy. You got to say, "Hey, assholes!" Add it to the stage.
Hey, asshole, add it to the stage. All
There you
right.
go.
So
There you go.
just let me know in the comments or chat that you can hear the audio.
Why is June?
Oh, dang it. I didn't. I have to. I forgot this. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? No?
Nope. I did before, but it sounded like he was in a barrel. Now I don't hear anything.
Okay, wait. I know what I did wrong this time on there.
While you do that, I'm gonna call out a few names here because I see some of my newest subscribers anyway in here. Tina Has Chickens is one that has been has come to us recently. Also, Republic Tea Room. I think it was Republic Tea Room the other morning that said, "Boy, I was just saying there should be something that comes on in the mornings before Coach Colin." And if that wasn't you and that was somebody else, I apologize. But anyways, one of them said
up,
that,
Bunny
and I was like, "Hey, I'm your."
Does Coach Colin go live in the mornings?
He does. He's going live now at 10:30 Eastern, which is 9:30 my time. So me going live at 8 works out perfect. So.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Okay, let's see if y'all can hear this.
Why is Juneteenth a problem? Not because, again, it's so subversive. On its face value, I have no problem with it. I think it's wonderful to say, okay, liberation of slaves, all that good stuff. No. The issue is that the entire point of it, as per postmodernists do and deconstructionists, is to subvert July 4th. That has always been the agenda.
Oh, wow.
That there's a Black Independence Day and a National Independence Day. The same way that they have a Black national anthem that plays before NFL games.
I've never heard that.
Black-only dormitories and Black-only math classes. It is a neo-segregationist federal holiday is what it is. And they're so tricky, aren't they? Because they say, oh, Charlie, you against the emancipation of slaves? Of course we're not against that, because that's not what this is about. This is a summertime competitor to create multiple Independence Days to further deteriorate, erode, and destroy the celebration of our actual Independence Day.
Yeah, well, that's how Charlie felt.
Yeah, I didn't know about all these other issues. Like I didn't even know they had a separate national anthem. I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
Yeah, I mean,
why is Juneteenth a problem? Not because.
I think it probably all depends on who it is that's celebrating it. I think probably there's some out there that really look at it as I kind of get it with the I don't know. If you just got to kind of separate these things and not look at it as Black Independence Day. You just look at it as, okay, this is when the slavery thing ended. I mean, that's different than Independence Day.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you do with it, you know?
Yeah, it's, obviously the July 4th is like independence as a nation, as like a sovereign nation unit,
yes.
Whereas theirs are, a cultural for the people. Yeah, I've never, I seriously, I don't doubt that there's been people, particularly on the left, that have tried to take it and make it into this whole, like you said, like a subversive thing. I've never seen it portrayed or exist in that paradigm, but I'm never surprised, right?
Right. And even certain things like that start out they may have been born of very, very pure and honest intentions, and then somebody always hijacks these things.
Always. Yeah.
It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I'll say this, Charlie existed in the college university realm, right? By what he did. And so he would have been exposed to the people in these universities that are, taking it to that level. So
the most extreme.
Yeah, he would have been more acutely aware of that than us, because obviously I haven't really been on a college campus since I graduated, going to football games, but he was there all the time. Right. So I'm sure, and they would have brought him that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like they would have, they would have come to talk to him about it at his, college campus thing. So yeah, I'm sure he not only was aware, I'm sure they probably tried to shove it down his throat, and probably that's what, was the catalyst for what we just saw.
Well, right.
Am I right?
I like that.
Yeah,
I'm a full-fledged believer in Big Mike and not Michelle. That's just me. Is that not?
Yeah.
Is that not? Look at that. That is definitely Big Mike in that picture.
Hey, it's Juneteenth celebration. Cool. Well, the next clip is this one. This is why the thumbnail has a girl in booty shorts.
Kirk is going viral again. She got fat. She got fat, really? That's really what they did. Oh, wow. Oh, no. This is apparently the same woman who flashed Charlie Kirk. She reappeared in a video and said something disgusting about Charlie. So this is the girl before, and she obviously is, she's pretty cute. She's skinny. And this is, she just porked out. She blimped out. She went hog wild. God damn. Like, don't you get afraid to get married? Like, what happens if you get married to this girl and then this is what happened? This is the original clip.
Do you feel proud of yourself for debating college kids who are unprepared to speak in front of an audience like yourself? You're 30 years old. Do you think that's a little bit silly?
Are you a voter?
I am a voter. I'm a
so
registered
I
voter.
vote and you vote. So I'm talking to voters of this country that will determine the future of Western civilization.
Who are you?
Well, important enough for you to come up to a microphone.
Oh, man, that's bad.
Well, no, look how popular Trump is on your campus. How does that make you feel? That is a 5-alarm fire for Kamala Harris because she's probably going to lose Pennsylvania.
And look who was right.
And you said, well, I'm worried about some laws Congress should pass. I've asked, what laws are you talking about? Can you be specific?
She got a titty out.
I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. This is what you do. This is what you do. You take people and you put them under the spotlight and you...
Well, hold on. I didn't ask you to come up here. You voluntarily came to the front of the line. You didn't have to do that.
You're purposely antagonizing people on campus, asking people to come up by spreading your weird agenda.
I love how the way that she explains herself. I wish the chatters would do the same thing to me, right? We never have that happen. So what's she saying now? This next girl.
This is what's so creepy. The clips you're about to see, it's the same girl. And what she says is like so dark on a whole nother level of just disgusting. It kind of shows you where her head was at in the original clip. That's her right there. Wait, and I'm sorry, I'll shut up this time. Listen.
Happen. So what's she saying now? This next girl.
Child would cause. Are you a fan of Charlie Kirk? Why don't you dig him up and fuck him in the neck?
What?
That's so bad.
Dude, holy shit.
Awful.
That's dark, man.
So I'm assuming that was after he died then.
Yeah. Well, we got someone from Quebec. What's up, Sebastian? Let's go. And Suzanne. But
that is awful.
Yeah, that's so gross. I don't even know how to comment on it. But she got a lot bigger. But I was telling people in my live stream today, I don't judge people for getting fat. I actually am on a drug that's similar to Ozempic now, so that I will stop gaining weight because I keep getting fatter and fatter. I can't control
it. Just be careful.
You got the opposite problem than me. It takes a lot to go. Yeah, I have a really high metabolism.
No.
It's the weirdest thing I've heard all day.
Have you ever made a woman come?
Because abortion is intentional.
Have you ever made a woman come?
Yes.
Oh, really? Was she lying?
What accent
Did you
is
really
that?
not?
I don't think she has an accent, by the way. I think she has a speech impediment.
I'm not sure where she was going with that. Like, what was that all about?
Well, you're on the same page as Asmongold. It makes sense. You guys look similar.
Think about what would happen if he said yes.
Because you can't really tell.
Hey, what if you decided that
She's making the same point. Like, where was she even going with that in the first place?
instead of trying to do these gotcha things, they're not very funny. Have you ever been not funny? I'm not out here to be funny.
Man, bro, and
Right.
you are going here to talk to children.
And we were having a conversation, and then you came up and started asking me if I've ever made a woman
Oh my God.
different.
Oh my God.
We all do it different ways.
Okay.
But see, Christ came to forgive sinners, even sinners like you.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, he is
Let's
rage
go.
baiting her so hard with the Bible. It's not even like, again, so
Yeah, it gets a little too
How
sexual,
sad is that,
honestly.
though? How sad is that you are rage baiting somebody with the Bible?
Yeah,
He was actually-
well, yeah.
You think he was just telling her the truth? I don't think
I
he's
know.
rage baiting. I think Asmongold got that right.
I
I know,
think
got
maybe he
that
said it
wrong.
wrong, but she's enraged by the Bible anyway, and that's what I mean. Like, it's so sad that when you quote a Bible verse that some people lose their shit.
Yeah.
Well, some people
I like
do
the
it in
way
a
you just
smart ass way.
responded.
Erica Kirk uses it in a
Oh,
really
God,
smart ass derogatory way,
I
But
kind
I
of
get-
want
I
to
get
hear
what
him
you're saying.
respond again now. But I actually like the way he responded. I want to play it one more time. I just want to see what he actually says.
I'm not out here to be funny.
Man, bro, and
Right.
you are going here
Yeah.
to talk to children.
And we were having a conversation, and then you came up and started asking me if I've ever made a woman come.
oh my God.
Different than others, but we all do it in different ways.
Well, that's annoying
Hey,
because they
Julia.
cut there, so you don't actually know what was said in between or how long they talked in between.
But see, Christ came to forgive sinners, even sinners like you.
Bro, he is rage.
Wait, he said Christ came to forgive sinners, even sinners like you. No, but I mean, he's right though. That's the truth. Whether the
It
truth
is the
sticks or
truth.
not, it doesn't matter. That's the truth. Yeah. So that's a spicy clip. It's kind of funny, or I don't know if it's funny.
Asmongold's hilarious.
It's weird seeing like this is how you know you're getting old is when people on the internet, like you watch other strangers on the internet go through their life phases. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like we're watching this random girl grow up. There she was, a sweet little innocent little college girl or whatever. She actually is pretty cute there. I mean, like she's pretty darn good looking. And then this, and then here
then
she
this.
is. Oh no, that's not good looking.
Do we know for a fact that is?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask, Adam.
The same
Do we
girl,
know
or-
for sure that's her? How do we know?
Or is that just a rumor?
Well,
or-
it is all over X. I didn't just get this from Asmongold. People are everyone's talking about this, how that girl's going viral again.
Okay.
Because she's
okay.
I mean,
yeah,
if
'cause it's-
Asmongold said it's the same person, I mean, I would tend to.
now,
you know.
yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know if it's just a rumor on the internet, but there's a lot of people on the internet pointing out, like, "Hey, this girl who flashed Charlie just told someone to go dig up Charlie's dead body and have
God.
sex with the hole that was made by the bullet that killed, the quote unquote bullet. I know a bullet didn't kill
air
Charlie.
quotes, air quotes.
Damn.
But, I mean, like, listen
That's
to this
just
clip
crazy.
again. Why don't you go dig him
Yeah.
up?
Hey, good point. Good point, Julia Pierce. Do we get a good shot of the ears? There's a good shot of her ears. Now we got to check the second one when it comes back around and look at the ears. and
You're
compare 'em.
purposely antagonizing people on campus.
Explain what
Well, why don't you dig them up and fuck them in the neck hole?
Wow.
Yeah,
No, you
can't
don't get
see
a
'em.
good shot of the ears this time. Looking at her ears. Anyway, and then Asmongold is so ugly. I love Asmongold, but
I do
it's like
too.
he looks like a mole rat or something, and he knows it, and he just owns it. This is
Look,
his-
I really like him. I respect him. He's got a huge platform, and for the most part, I'm with him on most of his his political.
like again.
He's changed a lot over the years, but at the end of the day, he has to have his mama living over the top of his head. I mean, that's just the way he looks. Yes, like he looks
he's
like
got
he's
his
living in his
dad
mama's
living over the
basement.
top of his head.
Okay.
He's actually
he
like
looks like he lives in a basement.
I never hear him talking about his mom, but his dad is constantly watching his live stream, and it's funny. His dad is an asshole. But him and his dad are like really good friends. But his dad will be ripping him right when he logs off the live stream. His dad will start making fun of him, like, "You said the wrong thing. You messed up this point, and that point, and this point, and that."
Well, does his daddy stream?
Hey, doesn't your mom do that, Matt? Doesn't she watch too?
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you, Matt.
No. Greg is saying that because multiple times now I've texted these two guys, "Hey, we need to fix this because my mom was watching the show and she pointed out that blah 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 blah." So my mom does watch. My mom will watch and she'll say, like, "What are you guys doing? Why don't you have a better intro?"
That's
Stuff
good.
Like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yep. There's nothing wrong with some good.
She's looking out for us.
Constructive criticism.
Okay, so here's a clip. I forget which one. Oh, this is interesting, guys. This is progress. This will like kind of shock you. This team rejected wearing pride jerseys, and they canceled a baseball game because the team didn't want to wear rainbow shirts.
News out of York. York Revolution says that it is canceling tonight's Pride Night game, saying that players refused to wear the Pride Night jersey. The team says the game will be forfeited, but says it will still hold a free Pride Night event at Wellspan Park. The Revs say that if you did buy tickets for tonight's game, you can redeem them for any future game.
Anyway, I don't really follow sports. I just realized that's not a professional football.
I mean, look, even leaving out the ideological part of it, the political shit. I mean, like, I don't really care anything about wearing rainbow colors. I mean, do you? My skin ain't made for it.
I'll be honest with you. I've got a different opinion on that. I have a whole movement I want to start one day called Make Rainbows Straight Again. I think rainbows are badass. I love rainbows.
Dude,
I think rainbows are so beautiful. And it drives me nuts that they're a symbol of being gay now. That makes me so mad.
Let me tell you something, though. Like, don't let here's the thing about symbols I think a lot of people miss out. When you let other people tell you what a symbol means, like, you've lost, right? So it's like when people say, "Oh, that symbol that means evil," but I don't let none of that it means what I want it to mean, just internally at least. I get what you're saying though, but like I just encourage people, like, yes, symbols are very powerful, and the reason why they're powerful, particularly for the people who have nefarious purposes for them, is because they've made you believe that symbol represents this evil thing. So therefore, when you see it, you think about that negative energy in that symbol, right? But like it's all, you can easily just flip that around. And now, because when I see rainbows, I think happy pot of gold. What I was going to say is when we first moved here, we saw the beginning. We saw the beginning of I saw where a rainbow went into a lake. You know what I mean? Like actually saw the end of it. I'd never seen that before. Like, where it actually like started springing from.
Yeah. Usually you don't see the beginning or the end. Usually that's why they're able to tell people that there's a pot of gold at the end of it. Cause
exactly.
The end of it.
Yeah.
Y'all see this?
But yes. And Internet Complaint Department. Absolute. What?
Look, I told ChatGPT just now, make a thumbnail titled "Make Rainbows Straight Again."
Oh, it can't do that.
ChatGPT says, I can't help create anti-LGBTQ or hateful imagery.
Yep.
Peter Thiel.
Can you make an LGBTQ flag like that when it says yes? Be like, what happened to the I cannot take a biblical, symbol of God's promise, as the Internet Complaint Department was just saying here. Well, God's promise not to destroy the world by water again.
But what if you were talking about like a prism, because like when the rainbow comes out of a prism, it's straight.
Yeah.
That's the route I was going. The same thing. This is about math, angles, and metrics like prisms. Make a thumbnail titled "Make Rainbows Straight Again." Let's see if it does it now.
A lot of times I have to be really particular with my words.
You guys know about triple rainbow, right? You guys don't know about triple rainbow?
Oh wow!
Holy God!
Wait a minute. No, but watch this.
That's a full rainbow.
This is an original viral video.
Double rainbow. Oh my God! It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense.
Some people should mute themselves or record in silence.
This video, you guys haven't seen this? This is one of the original viral videos on the internet.
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Huh.
Whoa!
My God,
That is crazy.
God. Oh my God!
The guy filming.
Oh wow!
He must not like water, and he don't want to drown.
Look at that. It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow. Oh my God, it's full on double.
Look at that. I have seen a double, but it wasn't double like that. It was just two of them in the sky.
But he starts crying.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. How many people
Get that there to smoke.
I brought a guest for a second for everybody.
Oh, it's a kitty. Oh, look at the kitty.
Hey, we got one we need to address here. We got one we need to address. I don't know.
We're going to comment we address?
Yeah. Are you guys against gay people in general then? So I'm
No,
going to
I
speak
have
for myself.
no problem with people.
Yeah, I'm going to speak for myself. I have absolutely no issues with what anybody else does at home. Whether it's something that I agree with or not, there's always the whole biblical argument, but that's not for me. I don't, I try to avoid all that. It's not my thing, but again, I do not worry about what other people do at home.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like to me, sexuality is sacred, whatever that is for people, so like I leave it to them. But I do realize,
as long as they keep it that way and they don't flaunt it in front of my face.
Well, that was my second point. That's my second point, is that when it and a lot of people get, and I get it. I mean, it takes a lot to offend me generally. I'll just say that, but I get where like some people who aren't necessarily super comfortable or hip with that like when people are proactively putting it in their face and trying to make them 100% be okay with it, like in places where maybe they should be able to go and not have it shoved in their face. I can understand why that upsets some people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way I look at it. Matt, your turn.
I'll tell you this much. I do have a problem with homosexuality, but I'll tell you this, like one of my roommates in my house is gay and we're pretty good friends. Like then I have in my church group, in our close circle group, we have two gay guys. And so like what I'm saying is, no, I will not sit here and ever tell you that I think homosexuality is healthy. I'll never say that, because I actually do believe that there is something's off or wrong or weird. It's like, it's not natural. It's not how like it was intended to be.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you on that island by yourself. I agree there. Like biblically, I just don't think it is biblical. I don't. But I don't care what anybody else does.
Right, and let's empathize though and sympathize too. Though, let me tell you this: I recognize the torment that gay people go through on their own shamefulness from being gay, and like I recognize that they feel like it's this huge it's this huge monster of stress that I'll never have to deal with. So I'm not going to ever pretend like I can relate to the pain and struggles, and I'm not going to downplay their stress about it or their like what a issue it is for them, or even if they don't consider it an issue, maybe they're the kind of gay person who's like really proud of it, who's like, it's not an issue, it's like just an advantage maybe, or even a good thing or whatever, or it's just, it is what it is and everything's good. Well, I'm never going to pretend to be able to relate, and I'm not going to judge, and I'll always honestly like feel kind of sorry for gay people, because I think it's sad that like they won't be able to have children, because a lot of gay guys want to have kids even though they're gay, and they can't have kids. So I mean, okay, I feel sorry for them for that. So I'll be friends with gay people and still be in some of my close friend groups, but I'm never ever going to tell them that God is totally cool with you being gay.
No, and look, like we were talking earlier, remember with the June 13th, the Juneteenth thing, it doesn't matter what it is. Anytime any kind of anybody that has an idea and turns it into some type of movement or something, there's always going to be somebody there to hijack it, you know, and right for better or worse, right or wrong, you know, you had the whole thing where the gays were, you know, the whole civil rights thing, you know, and it was back and forth. Well, finally they get treated, you know, equally, whatever. And that's great. They're happy, you know, whatever. And then here comes the trannies. And then it gets to the point where literally gay people are having to come out publicly and draw that distinction and say, look, those people ain't us, you know? So I think that that's probably, I think that was part of the whole tranny thing, among other things, but it was to hijack that movement.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, you know, there's Christian pastors out there right now that have hijacked Christianity in a lot of ways.
Oh my God. All
you
the
know,
turning
like
point
in and
pastors.
around TPUSA and yeah, exactly. All those. So I just want to, you know, it's equal opportunity here as far as like criticisms, you know, like there's movements in all directions with people who just take it way out of bounds, you know, way out of bounds. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. You know what Alex Jones said? That stuff they're putting in the water is turning the freaking frogs gay.
And it really was, though.
It really
was. We've already been over that. Hey, look, we got Charlie's Angels in the building. Did he
really?
Sit too close to a fire before this? Hair's gone, but eyebrows. Well, I think she's
Tony Wilson.
She's watching, but
so. it was like it was by.
Boink.
Look at that dude. Oh,
she's on our team. She's the best, right? I mean, on our team, she's the best, right? I mean, I got a text message from some lunatic. Wow. Charlie, why do you have her still speaking at AmFest? I said, lose my number. Wow. I said, you obviously haven't been through the Tyler remembers the Charlie Candace thing. I mean, from the,
are they buried? Remember?
Oh, it was like it was, by the way,
so rude looking,
unsubstantiated internet rumor.
Yeah, that's not true, but
it's not true. Okay,
I'm remembering.
Look at that guy! Oh my God! Look at that dude.
Oh my God! This is the guy that preaches that men need to be more masculine.
Him. Yeah.
And you can't help if your hair falls out. Put on a hat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being bald, but it's the whole package. You know, this guy has lots of different things that complement themselves all in the wrong way.
Yeah. I don't need to hear about being more masculine from a guy who can't like lift 10 pounds.
you
know?
need to become more masculine.
Yeah.
Can we hear this one more time? Just the beginning.
Yes,
I want to hear Charlie defending Candace.
Yes, for sure.
This is so good. I love how people are digging up these clips of Charlie talking about how much he loves Candace Owens.
Hey, Caribbean Islands in the house.
Caribbean Islands in the house. Let's go. And we got Susan Meadows, Bunnyface Vacation, Penelope, Mystery Man.
Candace is she's on our team. She's the best, right? I mean, on our team, she's the best, right? I mean, I got a text message from some lunatic. Charlie, why do you have her still speaking at AmFest? I said, lose my number. Wow. I said, you obviously haven't been through the Tyler remembers the Charlie Candace thing. I mean, from
are they buried?
Dude, that's so cool because like it's the opposite is happening. TPUSA is having to put out videos that are fake of Charlie talking about Erica and Charlie. And then they're putting out audio files, and then they finally release the video. Then they admit it's fake, and it's obviously fake the whole time.
But when you watch the old original ones,
they're hiding the opposite. They want to hide all these videos from us of Charlie talking about how much he loves Candace Owens.
Can't have that.
And he's defending Candace Owens like, you don't talk about her.
People will try to use that, but when he said the whole Charlie and Candace thing, he didn't mean a thing. He just meant, you know, that time period, you know, where they were, well, doing their thing. But, you know, everybody, or not everybody, a lot of people want to say there was something romantic there and she got her heart broken and, you know, chip on her shoulder. I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that either.
I don't believe it either. All right. Well, here, I think Erica Kirk spoke today. I'm pretty sure this is from today. You guys no one's seen this, right? Because I don't think I've seen this. Have you ever seen her in this? I've never seen.
No, I don't think I've seen this.
No, she looks like she's wearing part of the chair.
She kind of does. I like this green on her though. That's a good. She's wearing normal clothes kind of now. You know, she looks kind of normal. You can see her tan is like totally powdered on there. Erica just admitted she researched other widows to figure out how to act. At the Turning Point Educator Summit today, Erica Kirk openly said she has been looking at other widows in similar situations to figure out how to handle her grief and raise her children. So we'll just play this little clip for a second.
Every day's different. Those of you who've gone through grief, like I said, it fluctuates. It's a wave. There are moments where you're just sitting there and you're like, brace for impact. Like,
brace for impact.
Coming, and you just got to sit there and let it smack you in the face and then wash off. But it's one of those things where every day is different. I want my children, of course, their childhood is going to look very different from a lot of other children's childhood, but I want them to know that they are so loved, that they have a army.
Go home to them then. And go.
Right.
That is such a good point, Greg.
That's where she says, huh?
She's really, truly not spending any time with her kids.
She can't be.
Dude, she's on camera on some media appearance every single day.
What was it I said in that short? She could somehow magically be in a spot where there was no cameras, and that bitch will smell one out, and she's there.
Yeah, yeah.
She knows she can find a camera. Hey,
you can't be traveling without your kids and then also be at home with your kids.
Right. No. Exactly.
She's not picking up her kids from school. You can't be doing events like this all the time and like in different states. She's not picking up her kids from school. She's not taking them to school. She's not packing their lunches.
No.
She's not tickling them and covering up their covers when they go into bed.
But somebody is.
They'd be videotaping it if there was. They'd be filming it if she was. You already know.
Right. You know it.
Yes,
it'd be all over Instagram.
It would be everywhere.
Yep. Yep. That is the proof right there. There it is. He's made the case. He's proved the case.
Do for my babies, because I don't know.
Crazy.
There is no blueprint here.
Hey, I just wanted to say real quick, Daisy Time breaking the ice with a super sticker. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daisy. And, another super sticker. That's amazing. She done broke the ice, so now everybody else can go.
Grease the wheels.
Grease the wheels.
Other widows that have been semi in the similar situation, which is it's very different at the same time because now we have social media and all this other crazy stuff out there. But there's no blueprint. So I am just relying so heavily on the Lord to just guide me on how to raise my babies through this and just really trusting in that. And it's going to take a village, and I want them to
takes a village.
Have prayers for their heart. I don't know how it'll manifest in them when they get older. I do know that they will be walking with the Lord, and I do know.
I feel like she does a lot of talking about her kids and not a lot of spending time with them. She's one of those moms.
Well, that's because she's compensating. She tries to make it seem like she is spending all that time with them.
It's like one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things where if I just keep talking about how much time I spend with them, like people will assume I'm spending time with them. I don't know if you guys want to
flood the zone, psyop.
Does everyone know who that is? Right? Who's that? Do you know who that is? Her face? Do you know her face?
Yes. Have you seen? I'll show you something here in a minute.
That's Lisa Knows, everybody.
Lisa Knows shit.
Well, I don't know if you want to watch this, but it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, do it. I was going to play this in one of my lives, but not tonight. Go ahead. No.
Okay.
Let's do it. It is crazy.
Yesterday, it's just things that you don't do, right? Somebody made a video of one of my videos talking about Candace Owens doesn't know how to say FOIA. She keeps saying FOIA and stuff. And I can't remember who it was. I think her name was Lisa Knows. I think it's what it was. And she goes, do people in her work actually hate her? Because here's the thing. On news networks and stuff, if somebody doesn't know what a word is and things, they'll tell them. Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's not what it is. Or, hey, you said FOIA, just so you know, for future it's FOIA. So just don't say that again, right? Nobody's doing that for Candace. Is it because they're too afraid of Candace? Are they like scared to death to try to correct her? And a lot of people hated on me and they hated on this girl and they were like, you're just nitpicking because you're jealous of Candace. And this Lisa girl made a really good point. It would be the same as somebody being like, somebody just made a HIPAA violation. You mean
I had to think about that thing.
You mean a HIPAA violation? That's right. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I absolutely love Graham Allen, and so when someone came into my comments yesterday to let
The shadow really accents those two teeth.
shout out on his show, I had to go and watch.
Yeah. So there she
I
is.
can't believe that they're like
this was the wrong clip.
That,
so
FOIA is technically correct, but beyond that, like, is this all they have to talk about?
Has anybody heard her explain why? I kind of get it.
Real?
Did you hear? Did you hear, Greg?
Did you think I was about to play the clip? I want to reply to both y'all. But she has a clip where she's talking about Candace fans are so stupid, and then meanwhile her teeth are spread apart like 2 inches. Right there with the tooth
No,
part, you know?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the one I thought it was. I thought it was the one she was actually replying back to Jay, the Yapper, one I did a show with a couple weeks ago. Yeah. What it was somebody had mentioned, "Will get us the audio from that wireless Rode microphone that he was wearing, and that'll prove it." Well, that was all that was said, and she turned that into, "Oh, you sick, demented, evil people! I didn't think you could go any lower." And then guess what? Y'all find new ways to stoop even lower. Blah 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 blah. You want that? You want that footage and that sound? So y'all can hear him gurgling and like she's the one that started throwing these disgusting details in there, and like, no, I just want the audio to see what kind of bang it makes. And I mean, I don't have any reason to believe there would be a bunch of that kind of sound she was referring to. But anyway, she just blew
Just
it
like we
down.
want the video from Tyler Robinson in Washington County Jail on the 11th. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it'll put a lot of stuff to bed potentially, right? Or spark further controversy.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to show you something real quick, and then I'll load yours right back up. You showing her made me think of it, so I apologize.
Okay.
Gary cleans up well.
Look at him. This is Gary.
Hold on.
Oh, gross.
And voila.
Oh, no.
I made them myself. That right there is one of my custom emojis for my members, and it's called Gary Knows. And yeah, if you see anybody in the chat saying Gary knows, Gary knows, Gary knows, that's what they're referring to, is my super secret custom emoji in there. All right, let me get rid of that. There you go, buddy.
All right, so this is a random one. Guys, take a break for politics for 2 seconds, and we'll get right back to politics, I promise.
Look, there it is. Gary knows in the chat. See that?
Just watch this, I guess. I don't have any words to say. We'll get right back to the politics, people, but we're taking a break from politics for 2 seconds. Would you guys do this? I mean, like, watch how he just jumps off the cliff. He literally just jumped off.
Oh, yes. I would love to. I don't know that I'd have the balls to, though.
I don't. How do you train them to do this? How do you teach someone?
There's no training. You just get up there and you do it or you die. You watch lots of videos.
They have those chambers with the fans, with the big fans where you can.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which, I mean, you can only do so much in there, right?
But got padded walls and stuff.
The part where he's falling, though, it just drives me nuts because at first you just fall. You don't even know if it's going to work or not.
Think about 200 miles an hour, though, or however fast they go, because they do go really fast. Think about 200 miles an hour and then knowing you have to slightly move something. I mean, just ever so little amount to make a big difference, to turn, to steer away from something. I'd be, if I oversteer, I'm going to be into the side of this mountain or.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
He just falls, man. The mountain doesn't even look like what you think it is.
You can't even see him now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun, but I just don't know if I could ever.
Anyway, then the
Look
other
at
guy
that.
jumps.
It sounds like a jet flying.
Here he is.
Oh wow.
He's booking it. He's moving on pretty fast.
Dude. That's
Dude, I
Do you
saw
think
one of
it's-
these.
Does this
I
take a
saw
lot
one
of
these.
muscles, do you think? Or like,
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You're having to like
because
really work your arms that
you've
hard?
got to. Well, you've got to keep that suit expanded. You know what I mean? I doubt it does it automatically. I mean, it may to a degree. The wind, when it catches it, may push it out. But
How do you even land?
what they do is once they get close to the ground, I know the ones I've seen, they end up pulling a
Here
chute.
we go.
Because there's a way.
There's a parachute.
Yeah, there's a way you
okay.
can transition from going head first to getting upright. But I seen a dude in China do this not long ago, and it was crazy because he had I don't know unless he had a camera mounted on a stick in front of him, because it followed him in front of him at a little bit of a distance. Freaky looking.
That's crazy. I want to try it, but I'm too scared to try it. But I want to try it, but I'm too scared.
Oh man, I think it would be fun. Like I said, if I could do it, but I don't know that I could. I don't know.
You could do it, Adam. I believe in you. You could live stream it too.
Brett Booth, thank you very much for the generosity. And no, I'm sorry. I should have liked it or commented or something, but I did see that, buddy. Thank you. That's a good one.
Brett Booth in the building.
Oh,
What up,
Brett,
Brett?
man. That's
brand
the
companies
man.
that Zios control or indirectly control.
So these are companies that Zionists control.
Oh Lord,
name
it's a
brand
long
companies.
list.
Oh, yeah, almost all of them. Yeah.
Control, like through BlackRock. And these are all the big companies that are being boycotted. But notice this too. All these big, wonderful companies that we grew up around, that we loved our entire lives, like Disney and McDonald's, companies that contributed greatly to our society, like Microsoft and Ford, the Zio did not make them. They did not create these companies and build them. They just controlled them. They gained control of them through the stock market, through other underhanded means.
It reminds me of how like Satan can't create or whatever. He can just take what God has created and corrupt it.
They didn't build that. They took other people's hard work, took other people's great efforts. They took it, they politicized it, they profited off of it, and they used that to direct you and make more profits. If you spend decades building a big successful business, they'll take that from you too. They hijacked our whole entire economy. Look at all these big name brands. Our free market is just an illusion. It's like a state-controlled economy, but not even our own state. It's a foreign state who controls our state-controlled economy. A perfect free market economy doesn't self-sustain anyway. Individuals, groups, or even foreign countries will always try and monopolize, which is exactly what happened here. And it's really up to our government to prevent this sort of stuff and maintain a free market or maintain private ownership and protect that private ownership from these type of shenanigans. And hopefully someday these companies can be freed again, depoliticized, just focus on their business and nobody will need to boycott them. In the process of hijacking our economy, they're also ruining it.
Hell, it's illegal to boycott them.
For ourselves, but working for another. And hopefully someday we can get this to end.
Oh man, I do see an end to Zionism coming.
Oh, I do too. It's fixing to it's fixing to go one way or the other. Everybody is done with it.
Yeah, Trump even started coming out over the last few days. Yeah, man, I was surprised.
Oh,
I mean,
God,
I'm
I'm telling you what, Ben Shapiro and what's his name, Mark Levin, and all of them, they're ready to jump ship.
Good.
Speaking of Ben Shapiro, I'll just play the beginning of this one.
Somebody's got a new member.
We got a new membership.
Somebody does. I'm not sure whose it is.
It's not on my live stream.
Is it on yours, Greg?
Julia Pierce, new member. Let's go.
Julia Pierce, put in the chat who you just joined.
Thank you, Julia. Because we're all live streaming right now.
I know, but it's got the little looks like a paper clip or whatever, so that's why I assumed it was on somebody else's.
Well,
regardless, we thank you.
I think it might be mine. It says new member on mine. I'm not sure.
There you
If
go.
so,
I think it's your way to go,
good,
Greg.
good to have you, Julia. God bless. Thank you.
Gonna have to sign up to ours now.
Speaking of Ben Shapiro, just watch the intro of this video, and then y'all can go watch.
I love
JP.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such a guy. He's such a
Israel's
humble.
war anymore. He's got a tummy ache about it. Check him out.
I'm noticing that Mohammed Khalibaf, who will apparently on Friday be literally in a photo op with the vice president of the United States. I cannot express to you how stomach turning that is.
It's very. It makes my tummy hurt because I just want more killing for Israel.
More killing.
God wants that.
Welcome back. Y'all's kids, not mine.
Loving friend.
I just love the intro. If you want to see the rest of that video, then you can go watch it.
Yeah, y'all. JP Sears is the best.
Okay, so here was this question. This is one thing I haven't even seen this yet, but is Christian Zionism in retreat or is it expanding? And Tucker Carlson's talking to an expert here.
An awareness of a lot of this in a way that there wasn't a couple of years ago. Like there are a lot of people, including the Farah report said it, there are a lot of evangelicals who are skeptical suddenly about whether it's a good idea to support Israel. What are pastors like this? Are they getting pushback? Like what's their experience?
They're kind of a lot of these pastors. So this Farah doc, a lot of these churches are mega churches. They went after they geofenced the big boys, right? Because if you geofence a small rural church in Pennsylvania that has 75 members, what's the point of that? No, right. I want to geofence a church that has 7,500 members, 10,000 members. Right. And so these guys are already big influencers in regards to their church and then in regards to the social media sphere. So they just like calcify together. You know, you have groups of them now just going on podcasts, sitting doing the same thing we are.
Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Defending these positions?
Yeah. His name's Jack Hibbs. He was on a podcast the other day, and he said,
that name sound familiar?
Yeah. Jack Hibbs?
Imagine that. Yeah. You know
Who's
Jack Hibbs
Hibbs?
is? Holy sh!
Oh man,
Jack Hibbs is right in the middle. There he is.
Oh yeah.
Turning point. You don't remember Butch Hibbs is the older guy with the white goatee. Charlie takes a picture with him before the event starts, but he's wearing a white 47 hat. He's the one. He was wearing a plaid shirt, and there were several kind of things that were kind of weird about him and the way he was acting, things he did. But on one of Barron's podcasts, he was pointing out that before it, you could see something in his front pocket that was like perfectly square. And I mean, if I had to guess, I would have guessed one of those microphones. I mean, that's just what it looked like. And then after the fact, it was gone. So it was just kind of odd. But Jack Hibbs is the one that was doing the, he just did a sit down with Frank Turek. And oh my God, that's one of the worst. That's one of the worst interviews. So full.
Dude, they just lie and contradict themselves. Even the same conversation, dude. Like,
oh goodness.
Yep.
Israel was created in a day, and there's prophetic words in the Bible that say that. Well, no, they signed the documents in a day, but the nation state of Israel was decades in coming. And so, does that make sense? They'll take a scripture out of context and apply it to the nation state, and then everybody will take that same soundbite, similar to when I said with you last that Christianity is more of a socialist construct than a capitalist construct. Everybody goes, oh, Nathan's a socialist. Tucker had a socialist on. He's a communist. Same thing. You take 3 or 4 words and you can create whatever conversation you want around.
So you're not a socialist?
I am not a socialist, no.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, you guys. Well, unfortunately, that is all I have. Oh, yeah,
you did a great job, Matt.
That is all I've got for us tonight, and also I'm probably going to tune out of the live stream for now.
He's going to abandon us.
Yes, I am. I had a blast hanging out with you guys, though.
Who's leaving? Mo, Curly?
And if you're watching my live stream, just know you can go to Adam Thomas or Greg's live stream, and there's links in the description. But yeah, I'm gonna peace out, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Yeah, Matt. God bless, man.
I'll show you a sneak peek. Actually, if you want to see, the reason I want to leave is so I can keep working on this video I'm working on.
By the way, you should be proud. Both of y'all's links are in the description of my video if y'all are watching on my.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you are tuning in, you're getting a sneak peek at the next press screening video that I'm working on. So you have a lesson on how politics really works for me? Yes, sir, I do. Today I'm going to teach you about how to manipulate the masses by buying politicians and triggering people's emotions. So how does it work? Well, let's start with the viewers. You take people who are tired, confused, broke, and trying to survive, relatable. And then you make sure they never look at the people who are actually taking their money. The people taking their money, which would be us. Bingo, bango. We love taking people's money. That feels like something. Anyway, that's all I'm going to show you for now. So that's what I'll be working on. Love you guys so much. Thanks for having me. Adam and Greg, I really do appreciate you guys. Y'all are my friends.
Yeah, I have fun. I have fun, brother.
I had fun with you as well. And everyone watching this live stream is friends with Matt. I'll see you guys later.
All right,
buddy.
Up, man.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Greg, I guess it's me and you.
Yeah, man. Down to us, too. Let's see. We still got a decent little crowd here with us, I assume.
Yeah. I know at least one just switched over, so I'm sure a few more are. So let's see. Did he do... Oh, Brett Booth says he would love to gift some memberships, but YouTube doesn't like Apple for some reason. I don't know what that is, Brett.
Well, and also too, Brett, you can't decide who you want to give them to. I mean, I know that. I mean, I think you should be able to like designate, like, I want to give this person a membership, or
I feel like the creator at bare minimum should be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like moderators, I think you should be able to give them a free membership. I mean, they're performing a service. Why not be able to say thank you in ways other than just saying thank you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like strategically trying to grow your channel. If some people have been longtime supporters and participating in the chat all the time, like, you should be able to like strategically give those people memberships. You know what I mean?
Because this right here in the chat actually helps. I mean, a lot. They look at engagement. Real time during the stream. Engagement helps decide, how far they push it, So, yeah, you would think my regulars, if you wanted to, you could give them out. So,
yeah. So
Susan said, I'm on board with moderators getting a membership.
Yeah. D Henderson, is that? Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm in the southwest part, right here in the Nantahala National Forest.
What's up, Cody? How's it going? I meant to text you back too, by the way, buddy. Yes, I have not gone front to back, but I am doing it and I'm trying to absorb as I go. But really good info, buddy.
I guess you want to hop in and finish it off talking about Lance Twiggs and
we can do that.
That whole situation.
Did you just to I know most of these people that are with us right now probably have heard about it. They probably, most of these saw me talk about it, but were you able to catch any of those episodes with Candace on the microphone thing? Like, I was so excited whenever she
I got to see some of it. Yeah, I got to see some of it. Yeah, and it was I enjoyed hearing her like explain it to people, like about the microphone and the shape charge and all that, and look, it's I think amongst the theories, it's perhaps one of the most viable, in my opinion.
Although
it's
got so many problems.
Yeah. I still, in a way, I haven't ruled out completely the palm pistol per se. Just because, what is it about it? The way that the dude looks and his reaction. But here's another thing. I think there was a lot of intentional interference.
I'm sure. I think there was a lot of people there just meant to.
If the palm pistol's not it, I think that it was definitely something thought about and planned for those movements to occur, kind of like with Dan Flood. I really do. I think that they were, in my opinion, intentionally doing all that on purpose for exactly what's occurred. People going back and forth trying to. It's all about division, right? And I think with all the interference, their intention was that people would have these alternate theories and that they would go at it, just kind of like with Jordan Henshaw, constantly wanting to be, and God, God bless Jordan, but like, always wanting to be contrary. Let's argue back and forth. And, it becomes counterproductive, right? And I
It
think
does.
that's what they intended for.
Yeah, and look, I think there were lots of people there with one objective and one objective only, and that was to just look suspicious,
Mhm.
you know, and
Yeah.
and by doing that, you're drawing people's attention after the fact, you know.
Mm.
It doesn't
Yep.
even necessarily have anything to do with right at the time, but
Mm-mm.
down the
No,
road when
no.
everybody's sitting there
Mhm.
looking, scrutinizing, you know, there's so many
Mhm.
different people to
Mhm.
draw attention.
Yep.
I know if I was to try
Yeah.
to plan something like that, that's exactly the way I would do it. You know what I mean?
Real quick, so like, you know, we were talking before the show with Barron bringing up the
Mhm.
information. He went on the Texas Secretary of State website and found what, like a couple limited liability companies with Lance Twiggs'
Oh
parents,
God, yeah.
a nonprofit, and then, you know, I think he had a warranty deed, like a deed for property where they had, you know, purchased a home, and the timing being between, you know, the incident, and we're now coming up on the preliminary hearing, and then this
Mhm.
secondary statement that they got from Lance, which is highly irregular, right? I can just say, you know, generally under the rules of evidence, you know, observations, statements made closer to the actual event are always seen as more reliable. There's actually a hearsay exception, right, called excited
Yeah.
utterance, where it's like if something happens and I say something in the heat of the moment under the excitement of the incident and I don't make it to trial, but you heard me, if they can prove that I made that statement, you know, during the time where everyone was kind of startled from this event. So again, just trying to make the point that, you know, the rules of evidence value those more contemporaneous type statements, right? So this
Right.
coming 7 months later to get a statement that you're going to enter into as
Yeah.
hearsay at this preliminary hearing, I mean, it just stinks all the way
Not
around.
considering
You know?
anything else, no kind of, you know, without considering any possible bribes or any of that tampering type stuff, just strictly based off of humans, you know, and the way to throw out that testimony from immediately after it happened, that testimony that should have been more fresh in his mind and
Mhm.
all that,
Mhm.
to lay
Mhm.
that aside for testimony that he and him being able to sit there for 7 months and think about the way this needs to go, and of course possibly being coached and
Yeah, I
everything
think that
else.
was the more
I think it's
appropriate one
yeah,
there that
I think it's a
they kind of
travesty.
tailored it
Like
for him. Yeah.
it should not be allowed. I don't think. I think if they use it, that they should make them also use that old testimony. Like, you know,
Well,
if you're
and
gonna
that,
play that, you need to play the first one.
yeah, you made a good point because it, you know, the more I've been looking at, you know, again, reading Chris Friel, you know, his PD essays done, and for me, realizing again, in my opinion's perspective, that like this digital evidence, especially, has all been manufactured. Like from the
Yeah.
10th to like the 12th, they basically just work these up in real time as they. Uh-oh, am I
I'm
still
sorry,
here?
I did that. I was
Oh
pushing
no, it's okay.
buttons. Yeah.
Yes, I think they worked them up in real time. You know, and so here's the deal. I just have a hard time believing that they're going to actually let this go to trial, because,
Oh
like you
no.
just said, with his first, he can be impeached with that first statement, right? So all those statements.
Yeah.
So when he comes to trial, and he's going to definitely have to come to trial to testify, he has two prior statements that he can be impeached with. You know, in addition to all the internal inconsistencies that we've seen within these communications, like
Mhm.
all the inconsistencies with the timeline, he can be impeached with this evidence that Barron has dug up, like in regards to his people. And now, you know,
Whether
they'll
you can
obviously
find any
object to
direct
it.
ties or not, to me, it should be, you know, impeach, or, you know, it should be able to impeach him because it's just too, there, it's too shady. I mean, like there's just so many different things that could possibly, and just optics, it just looks so bad.
And I mean, with some of, like with the text message, with the note, you know, it's
Mhm.
like, I don't think a jury's going to be able to walk away from there with any other reasonable conclusion than the police, in conjunction with Lance Twiggs, manufactured this shit. You know what I mean? And so I'm just, in my mind, I'm thinking, are they really gonna like? And again, I say that because I really hope Tyler survives all this. To be quite honest with you, because, they're shooting their load at the preliminary hearing. You know what I mean? Like they're using all this evidence that they damn well know is either not going to be admissible or is going to be drawn into serious doubt and questions, tending to indicate they were, implicated, that they were potentially involved in manufacturing these things. And I'm just like, are they really going to do that though? Like, are they really going to let that happen on national TV? Essentially,
it just doesn't. You wouldn't think so. I don't know. Maybe they're hoping the guards will fall asleep one night. I don't know.
I mean, I hate it, dude. I hate to say it, but I do think that the cases like that, I guess I'm assuming what they're really gunning for is to get past this preliminary hearing, because 95% they're going to make it through it just because the burden's so low, and then we have these hearsay rules. I think they're just gunning to make it through it and hoping for a plea, or trying to force a plea.
I mean, the thing about it is, you hear all these dipshits, bragging about Tyler's family going to testify for the state, and being like, look, even his own family doesn't believe it. Even his own family, thinks he did it, and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, and like I said, making a big deal out of the fact that they're going to testify, but at the same time, it's probably, honestly, his family is the only reason he's probably still breathing.
Yeah. Well,
they probably saved his life taking him in.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have it in front of me. I don't think his people are on the witness list for the preliminary.
Not for the preliminary. Nope. That's
Now,
strange.
that's a good question too, is in regards to hearsay. Can these officers get up there and testify about whatever statements were made to them by his parents to make them say that they implied that, or that he had? Yeah, obviously we don't know the substance
something
of
like
that.
They should be in the hot seat.
Yeah, so that's an interesting question. How far they'll be able to go with that. But I mean, then we also have the other evidence. I think it was Brandy or Billy, or both of them, said that their people say that only like 2% of what we hear is true in regards to Tyler and or Lance. So I mean, I get what they're saying that because it says in the information that he implied that he did it. But dude, that's
not a direct.
Essentially.
It's not a direct confession. You know what I mean?
No.
Implied could be like, oh, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I mean, like, there's a whole lot of things that could mean.
And let's be honest. I mean, obviously, if those people were hot to trot to get up there and because they're in Utah, so the state has subpoena power over them. If the state believed that they were going to say on the stand that Tyler either directly or implied he did it, dude, they would have them up there at this preliminary hearing, right? I mean, we see all the evidence shaking out. They would definitely have them up there.
Does that mean they won't be on the stand when trial comes around?
To me, it at least means that the state is not confident in what exactly that they're going to say, if they have any indication, or that they know that they're going to say no, he didn't imply that. You know what I mean? So,
or even if they do get up there and are perfectly honest and say, whatever, the way he was acting to us maybe implied that he did. He never said directly that he did. And we carried him in because we didn't want, some trigger happy cop to shoot him down, when they come to pick him up. And I mean, that in and of, I mean, that could be an honest testimony. And, absolutely not not incriminate him any more than what, like it's not going to be that big of a bombshell. It's not going to be like, that's not going to be their star witnesses. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
I don't think that would help them at all.
These people on the Fed slop narrative, yeah, I don't think, they're looking at the information, and that's all they have, right? All they have are these conclusory statements in the information. But the reality is, Adam, is that ever since then, pretty much everything in there has developed in a way that casts serious doubt upon it, in my opinion.
Serious doubt. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, the messages, the alleged, it's like the note, the burnt, destroyed note that they somehow got a picture of. Like, make that make
Right.
sense to me.
Yep.
That we were able to, determine the contents by a forensic extraction through aggressive interview posture. Like,
interview
dude, that makes
posture.
absolutely no sense. And it's a
does that
photograph
mean?
of a burnt and destroyed note. Like, dude, what? Like, what did he, like, burn the outer edges, take a picture? And it just makes no sense. And,
No
I
sense.
think at the end of the day, when we come out of this, those people, they should, right? They should have their credibility seriously called into question as a
Yeah.
podcaster, as someone that you can trust to get to the truth, right? And I think that's what most of us are trying to do here, at least trying to do, right? I say that, I think that's, generally our gist is we're trying to get to the truth. And I just
then
don't
you
see
got
where those
assholes
people
like
are
this.
making, they're not making a good faith, honorable attempt. They're sticking to this one piece of evidence, and despite other facts and developments afterwards showing that is, draws into serious question, they don't even budge. You know what I mean? They're
Nope.
not even going to budge or
No.
admit, even when the documents and other evidence clearly indicate otherwise on a lot of their positions.
Yep. They just twist and twist and twist. It's amazing. They're the most flexible people I've ever seen. Like, they have to turn themselves into pretzels to even keep the same narrative, I don't know.
And like with Gary, I think we know now, allegedly, that he received this Department of Defense contract. So I think there's some facts out there to indicate that Gary's wheels are getting greased a little bit. So, I'm not saying it's right, but I guess I understand it a bit now. I guess a little bit, but like some of these others,
His
I
wheels
would
probably
only
ain't the only thing
assume
getting
that
greased.
but yeah, so I don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I just don't. Yeah, it's hard for me to really understand how they are getting in front of a camera every day and standing in these positions.
Like
to be
I've
quite
said,
honest with
you just
know?
don't do that kind of thing for free. I mean, you just don't do it for free.
Yeah, because me and you both know it takes. Well, some of these people, magically get boosted into the algorithm and stuff, but otherwise it takes a lot of time and effort to build a YouTube channel, to build a social media following.
But look how stupid you make yourself look sometimes too, though. Like Gary with, it doesn't matter if it's her kids or not. He sent you a picture and said, here, this proves she was with her kids. How? Her kids ain't in the damn picture.
Yeah, and then
and even if they were, it don't prove anything.
yeah, the Mitch Snow's son incident.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. Man. He went.
Dude, and I hope, man, that to the extent Tyler Robinson did not do this, which I firmly believe that he didn't. Like, I just hope that whoever is the real perpetrator, be brought to justice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen within the next 2 years, but a good thing is on an unaliving incident, there is no statute of limitations. So,
right.
At any time in the future, an administration that's dedicated to getting to the bottom of it.
I know a lot of people. Moreover, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say at the end, like, moreover, federal charges could later be brought. I think right. Utah, I think it's a lost cause there for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that, but like, federal charges against another person could definitely be brought in the future. So,
and I think that's going to be up to us. And, I think that's what it's going to take is a lot of political pressure. But what I was going to say though is, at the end of the day, I would hate to think. I know some people have theories on how much the president knows, or if he knew, or if he even sanctioned this. I mean, and I would hate to believe that. I'm not there yet. I haven't seen anything that says, okay, the president. Oh, I see. You got up. I looked up. And I
Yeah,
looked back
I'm grabbing
down,
a
and I was
drink.
like,
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm grabbing a drink real quick. I
oh,
don't
that
want to
screwed
leave
me
y'all
up. But anyway, so
stranded.
yeah, I haven't seen anything yet that would definitively say that. But regardless, okay. So that being said, I would hate to think that if he does not know, if it was to be proven out that Tyler Robinson did not do it, I would hate to think that he wouldn't push to have this actually settled. Again, though, especially if it looks like it might have been somebody around him, maybe the political will ain't there because it's Republican. All that to say, maybe we have to wait for a Democratic, and which I'm not really looking forward to. But
I'm not looking forward to any party politician, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I know it's
True.
not going to happen, but I
Yep.
wish it was like a true independent, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a true.
It may be. You
independent.
never know. I'm telling you, Massey and Owens, 2028. Hey, you want to play? Have you seen this that I've got pulled up here on the stage?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's play a few minutes of this. I'm going to do a show on it later and go step by step all the way through it. But there's a few highlights at least I'd like for you to see, and maybe some of these people in the chat. Real quick before I do it, that one's for you, Greg. That's from Lisette.
God bless, Lisette. Thank you very much, love. Good to see you here. Glad you made it back with us, and back with the family.
Yeah, she's a good, faithful one. I always see her whenever I'm live. And
one of our European
thank you very much.
peeps.
Yes, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thank you very much, Lisette. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lisette.
All right, I wanted to do that before I hit the go button.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, here we go. Let's see what this dumbass has to say.
When that trial happens, every single one of y'all who was out here lying, you're going to be embarrassed and you're going to be shamed, and I'm not going to hold back.
Charlie Kirk's
I hope that includes himself.
Accused assassin Tyler Robinson, Tyler Robinson's roommate, Lance Twiggs, has been granted limited immunity to testify.
We knew that he was aware of some of the plans, but it sounds like he may have had much more information shared with him by Tyler Robinson of what Tyler Robinson planned to do, and I expect him to be a key.
Hey, I'm sorry. Just let me address the chat thing about the caps. That's not really just a personal preference, but actually YouTube, that is an algorithm thing. Do not ask me because I am not a professional when it comes to the whole YouTube thing, but I do know that all caps does negatively affect, it negatively affects the channel. I can't tell you exactly how, but that's why Miss Susan keeps on about the no caps, or not to do all caps. You can do a lot of it caps, but as long as the whole chat's not in caps, I think is the main point. But yes, I was reading up on something in like some of the YouTube, the fine print, when I was signing a bunch of that stuff, and that is actually in there. There is something about the all caps that the algorithm doesn't like. Anyway, that being said, here we go.
Witness for the prosecution.
Y'all need to go to Teddy's store to get this. So many people have bought this, it's like blowing my mind. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this shirt out.
Oh,
it says national champs. A little play on national championship shirt. We got some other stuff like that. Our next bestseller is this one.
Oh God.
Boom. America 250. We got some other stuff on there, but mentioning that. So go to TatumStore.com, and keep an eye out because we're gonna make two hats. And I forgot to tell my guy we need to make shirts to go with the hats. We're gonna make one from Romans 1:27. And if you're a Christian, you know what Romans 1:27 is. If you don't know, if you're a Christian, go read it. Romans 1:27, you'll know why I'm making it. And then we're gonna make one for the baseball players that wrote the scripture on the hat there. I think it's in Genesis. We're gonna make a hat that goes at that angle. Shout out to John Root. He came up with the idea. Me and him gonna partner on.
Sorry,
I promise
guys.
you that dude there will say anything you pay him to say.
Yes.
Troll these people to finish out the month. So keep Tatum Store in your mind. I have been literally losing my mind.
Done lost it long ass time ago.
over this topic. This Lance Twiggs nut job and the rest of them fools that orchestrated, were involved with, or had something to do with the knowledge of that devil that killed Charlie Kirk, I'm going to expose them. And let me say this very clearly, because there's people on the internet with prominent platforms they're lying to you. And they know
this guy's got like 4.5 million subscribers. Talk about a prominent platform.
Some of them know they lying. Some of them stupid enough they don't know they lying, and some of them are lying and they stupid.
So which one of them does Candace fall into? She's your best buddy there, huh? Mm-hmm. He don't call no names, but we all know who he's talking about, because all of a sudden he's back on fire ever since she come out and endorsed it.
They are tricking you. And when this trial hit, you're going to realize who was real and who lied to you for clicks and fame and or just flat out wrong. I told you guys from the very beginning, there's so much evidence against Tyler Robinson.
Have we seen any of that, Greg?
No, I haven't. No, not in a admissible, authentic form. No,
all I've seen is
no, just words on a page.
Yeah,
all we've seen is words on a page. Yeah, all we've seen is words on a page, literally,
and that contradict themselves in ways.
Yeah, and what really scares me is, if a jury is picked, who's to say that these people don't go and tamper with the jury?
Mm-hmm.
And again, a lot of scenarios are run through my head, because I'm telling you, I don't see where they're going to throw this in front of 12 actual uninterested, impartial
Unbiased
people.
Yes.
I don't see how a true panel of any 12 people, unbiased, jurors, are going to be able to find beyond a reasonable doubt that Tyler Robinson did.
You're going to have to try to find some spot in Utah, maybe way back in the mountains somewhere. Maybe if there's something remote enough where there's no TV or internet, you might be able to drag 12 people up out of there. But like you say,
I'm scared they're gonna threaten the people, man. Or, like Plata or Plumo these people under the table, because here's the deal. The way I see it, they were somehow able to get all these people, in my opinion, involved in one way or another in this psyop, man. And if they were able to do that, I would imagine that the same people are going to be able to coordinate some type of campaign to infect a jury.
Definitely possible. I mean, they've been working on it since day one, the whole while screaming that our theories are tainting the jury. But, that's been their number one objective since day one.
Yeah, so. No, I mean, their media, right? And the thing is, they did a poll, right? I don't know, we've talked about this in Utah County. The defense experts did a poll. I think it's like 65% already believe Tyler Robinson is guilty because of what they've seen in the media.
Yep. And you know what? Maybe they're just going off of what they've seen or heard. Maybe they can be objective. Maybe they can look at evidence, and maybe they can. All I can say is the defense better be all over that and watching for that. And if and when the time comes, they best be trying to get a change of jurisdiction,
Yeah, and that's another thing too, Adam, is like some of this evidence is so janky. I have doubts of whether it should even be admissible.
No,
not.
I mean, I'm 100% with you. Yeah.
Like,
a lot
man.
of it, I agree. Yeah, I mean, some of it is just just ridiculous. It doesn't help that the charging documents don't 100% line up. You know what I mean? Like there are contradictions there, which, like I said, doesn't help their case in my opinion. But it is what it is. All right, here, let me, we'll watch.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna watch all of it. We'll watch just a couple more minutes of it.
Yeah, you're good. Go for it.
It is very clear he's the one that shot and killed Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate. It's hard to believe. We don't want to accept it, because how does a person that adds zero value to the world take out a juggernaut like Charlie Kirk?
There's a particular place I want to get to. Let me see.
When was this posted?
Like yesterday, day before. I mean, it's
lapel.
There we go.
Is
getting there. All right, let's see.
Charlie Kirk except Tyler Robinson.
Okay.
There's unequivocal evidence, but we're going to go through some of the trial updates, and then I'm going to go through why the theory of an exploding microphone lapel is the
he's going to get.
Come on, say it with me. Stupidest thing I ever.
Did you hear what he said? He said, Shh, stupid.
Yep.
Like, it's not stupid, it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to do it for dramatic effect. Yeah. You know, it's like.
He going to get scientific.
Him getting hit in the neck with 30-06 is the most ridiculous.
Exactly.
I've ever heard. Like, there's no way, dude. There's no way.
Like, this guy being a cop must not have ever shot a deer rifle.
Life. And if you believe it, you're stupid. Let's get to the thing. Roll it.
Charlie Kirk's accused assassin Tyler Robinson, Tyler Robinson's roommate, Lance Twiggs, has been granted limited immunity.
There it is. Say limited immunity
to testify. But one of the things I think is kind of interesting about this story is apparently the prosecution doesn't want Lance Twiggs to testify in person. They just want this recording of an interview that police conducted or prosecuted.
You can't ask a recording a question. You can't cross-examine a recording.
Prosecutors conducted with Lance Twiggs. Why is that?
Yeah, again, no surprise here that they're granting him what we call use immunity, meaning essentially that whatever he told police during this interview, they're not going to use that directly against him. Doesn't mean that he can't face charges eventually, but just not based upon what he shared during that interview. It's unclear why it is that they don't want him to personally testify at the upcoming prelim, but they want to use his interview, recorded interview at the prelim. But this is an indication that he will play a key role during the trial. We should expect that he will testify personally at trial. And we're now understanding from the limited information we have, we knew that he was aware of some of the plans, but it sounds like he may have had much more information shared with him by Tyler Robinson of what Tyler Robinson planned to do. And I expect him to be a key witness for the prosecution moving forward, which is why they want to be able to use him.
And it's amazing that these revelations of all of this stuff that he knew, but he didn't remember knowing, or that we didn't know he knew at the time.
Yeah, here's the problem too, is that, you know, when you look at the text messages, right? We're led to believe that he had zero idea about it until that text message came through with, "Hey, look under the keyboard." So,
right?
Yeah. And so, no, absolutely not. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, anything that they try to come later and act like he knew, dude, well, it just his credibility is going to be completely undercut. You know what I mean? It's like,
none of the notes or letters or anything could be considered foreknowledge, correct? I mean, everything happened after the 10th.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
12:23.
if we are led to believe what is portrayed in those text messages, that he had no idea about anything, including Tyler's involvement, until he said, "Go look under the keyboard." He read that note and then came back. He's like, "Oh my God, you did!" Like, so again, that's just, you know, that's a story, right? So anything that they try to do different above and beyond that, like, it's going to completely undercut his credibility, which would already be severely undermined for a whole number of reasons, including but not limited to limited immunity, right? Giving this statement 7 months after, like, to the extent it's even in the tiniest bit inconsistent with the first statement, or adds other details that are key, right? It's like, oh, so you didn't tell them. But I think what they'll probably do is, you know, try to say, well, he was scared, so he didn't tell us before that, you know, he had all this stuff. But again,
right,
all that's undercut by the text messages. So it's like, if y'all had talked about it, you had knowledge, then why would he have put the note under the keyboard and you act surprised in all this? Like, come on now.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the only thing I can see is, the only thing I could see as far as foreknowledge would be, yes, I remember him sitting around here and engraving on some bullets or something. I mean,
But
like,
but again, is that really a foreknowledge? Though? I
No,
mean, he
no.
wouldn't have known specifically. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, that would be a hell of a logical leap to make, right? Oh, he's a great bullets. Oh, he must be going down to or going up to a Orem to go take care of Charlie Kirk. You know, that's a stretch, right? That's a stretch.
I don't see what they're going to be able to consider as foreknowledge.
But I think part of the immunity though might be, he allegedly burnt and destroyed the note. So unless they're trying to tack on some other foreknowledge like we've been talking about, that's the other thing I could see them, quote unquote, granting him limited immunity for.
Right. And I guess all this is to be determined, or we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Just crazy. That's why I say the original testimony, we know how it went. We know how roughly their whole timeline and all this stuff was purported to be. And so it seems odd now, 7 months later, all of a sudden they've got foreknowledge. So.
Yeah. And he would need a grant of immunity to do that, because otherwise we're going to be left with a situation where he simply says he's pleading the fifth. Realizing that he might implicate himself, and so he wouldn't be useful at all.
All right, so let me interpret this for you as a former police officer that testified in court and all of the above.
Here we go.
Here comes some legal expertise.
I told you guys there's so much insurmountable evidence against Tyler Robinson that is mind-blowing.
Yeah, we heard a lot of it there.
Yeah, we heard a damn lawyer talk on TV. Mountain of evidence.
The evidentiary components is that his roommate, he confessed to his roommate that he, in fact, was the one that killed Charlie Kirk. And the only reason you will give someone partial or limited immunity is because they know.
It is, Boomer. It is. We're getting there. We're about there.
That what they tell you will send them to prison. So in order for them to tell you the truth and to talk to you about what's going on, is that they give you immunity to say, you're going to tell me everything you know, and you would normally go to prison for knowing what you're about to tell me or somewhat being involved in what you're about to tell me. But in order for me to get the statement from you, we'll give you immunity. So whatever you say in this interview, we're not going to rule it against you. I can almost put it on my life that is such damning information.
It's so damning.
That it's going to bust the case wide open. And for y'all.
It's
well,
like,
not y'all. Y'all.
The thing is like, what? I don't get it, because when you read the information, he already allegedly confessed to Lance through the text messages and stuff.
Right.
And so I'm having a hard time understanding like what any additional or other information that he could have had that's going to make any material difference from where it already allegedly is.
The note, the back and forth, the supposed text messages. At that particular point in time, he has no idea, because he says, that was me. Oh, that wasn't you, was it? So, I mean, where is the foreknowledge? He didn't know then. So, how? I mean, I don't understand what they're going to do to show foreknowledge.
Exactly. And the thing is they've already published in the information that text exchange, right? Indicating that his first bit of knowledge was after the fact when you read that note. So, if they're trying to bring in, for real, a statement made 7 months later to add or modify that in any way, okay, with immunity and, potentially bringing in the fact that his parents done got some bread, dude, again, I don't see any reasonable jury or convincing 12 people and not one person hold out and say,
so what
this looks
could
like bullshit to me.
What could his testimony that he supposedly gave 7 months later, what in that testimony would he need immunity for? What could incriminate him if it's foreknowledge of what Tyler was doing?
Yeah.
So you see, it makes, I mean, obviously you do see, you understand it. You understand it better than I do. But I mean, it just like, it makes no sense whatsoever. But
it makes no sense.
Officer Tatum is just groundbreaking, bombshell. I don't understand what he needs immunity for.
I think their strategy is just to be, obviously the people who are listening to like Officer Tatum and them in regards to this case, they're not used to thinking for themselves. You know what I mean? And
No,
so
no.
all they need to hear is Officer Tatum tell them this is bombshell, solid evidence. You know what I mean? And that's all they need to hear. And I just don't think you're going to be able to pick 12 jurors, and every single one of them be that brain dead.
I get it. I mean, I understand there. That's my worry has always been the jury. And I'm not feeling any better about it, now than what I was. So
again, my fear is more that they're going to improperly influence the jury. I even in a highly prejudiced jurisdiction like that, I'm serious. I don't think they're still going to be able to convince 12 of them people that this was the deal. I mean, I just, if the defense obviously properly asserts everything and challenges it correctly.
That's
but,
what I keep thinking. That's what I keep telling myself. Like, look, unless they get people that are literally just dirty and are taken either bribed or something like that. Like,
yeah, man.
I just can't see regular everyday Americans, no matter what they think by watching the news, that after seeing this won't come to a different conclusion.
And it always goes back to me, unfortunately, I'm like, well, they picked Utah for a reason. And I think that reason is because they know or they believe that they're able to corrupt individuals through this whole process.
Right.
What I mean? From the DA and the judge all the way down to the jurors. That's what I fear. But, at the end of the day, like I say, and this is reading through Christopher Hill's stuff, it's like even the cops are going to get lit up on cross-examination, dude. If his attorneys show up ready to play, they're going to get lit up, man. They're all going to look like a bunch of crooked, like they, again, maybe the defense doesn't come out and tell the jury straight up like they framed him, but I'm telling you, if it's properly litigated, no reasonable person is going to be able to walk out of there without, with any other assumption.
I don't see how,
in my opinion.
Like I said, to be determined, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe any just regular old person, whether they think now that he did it or not, just because of what they've heard off the news, when they start seeing what we're seeing, I mean, it's hard for me to believe they're going to be able to convince them.
Yeah. And like even connecting Tyler to the crime scene, dude, like as far as we know and aware right now, the only thing they have are those grainy ass pictures of some person on a fucking staircase, dude. And like, I'm telling you,
and look, that came from video, right? That came from video. So he's coming down this way and turns and then goes that way. Somehow, for some reason, they picked 3 photos out of that where he's not facing the camera. I mean, it was video. Yes, they could have gotten one where he was facing the camera. Why did they do that? Well, probably because it wasn't him.
and it goes back to, they didn't have to release all that shit. They didn't have to release none of that. Well, why did they? They want to win in the court of public opinion more than they want to win in the court of law. And that's troubling to me, right? That's troubling to me that because at that surface level is all they have. Once they get to an actual trial and things start really getting sorted out, it's all going to crumble into pieces as far as I can see.
Yeah. Yep.
Smart. I'm talking about somebody on somebody else live. It's going to bust it wide open for you because you've been getting lied to this whole time. It is clear that Tyler Robinson did it. He told a little gay dude that he did it. He wrote him a note that he did it.
He told the little gay dude, hey, I'm going to let this play and I'm going to go off camera just so I can swap my battery before it dies. But I'm right here.
Yeah. I'm about 15 minutes. I'm going to have to shut her down. But let's finish this, though. Do your thing. Do your thing.
And that's just what physical evidence they presented in the beginning. They have probably talked and mentioned this stuff. Twiggs have probably had pillow talk with this dude about this stuff 100 times. And he's probably going to sit on that stand, not in the preliminary, but when he's going to be able to get cross-examined, he's going to sit on the stand and he's going to divulge all that stuff that they had been talking about. I'm telling you, they wouldn't have Lance Twiggs involved in this if it wasn't damning information. But let me get to this other thing that was sparking me like a spark plug yesterday. I heard somebody talk about Charlie Kirk may have been killed with a lapel. You're either stupid, evil, or both. If you think, after watching Charlie Kirk's assassination, that a lapel mic killed him, let me show you what the lapel mic that Charlie Kirk had on this person was. We use the same stuff. It has a magnetic clip on the back. Charlie had it on his shirt, which was here or here. I can't remember if I'm in reverse. But he had it on his shirt right around here. Therefore, if it's on his shirt here and not clipped here, it's held together with a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's no hard leverage it has.
What the hell is he talking about? Hard leverage?
He definitely doesn't know what he's talking about.
You are stupid enough
to
think that this killed Charlie by doing this. It explodes, and the bullet comes around here, it goes right here.
Now, he just totally conflated this thing. It explodes and a bullet comes out and comes around
exactly.
here. Nobody has even hinted to anything like that. But it gets worse.
How could that be possible?
I agree, Brandon. It could not be possible.
Yeah,
what
exactly,
munition
Brandon.
could have came out of this thing?
Okay, what
you
could
think
have
it's
come
a
out of it?
223, which is standard 223? Allegedly, it was a 30-06, which is massively bigger than this.
Massively
but let's just say if y'all want to create a conspiracy theory outside of relevant facts and information, that it was a shot like this, which is a 5.56 223. This won't fit.
Oh, it won't fit. Listen, this is what this right here is 100%.
Dude, he is way out of line, dude.
This is 100% proof that he is either too stupid to be talking to people on the internet, or I mean, he's either never ever looked into the theory, or he is being paid to say what he's saying. I mean, I don't see any other options.
Gotta be.
I mean, everybody has said exploding microphone. Nobody has said anything about a microphone rigged up with a rifle cartridge.
In this box here, it's too big.
It's too big.
I would tend to think with him, I bet you and this is my opinion, right? So I think he's probably very specially handled because he's an African American in the conservative space. You know what I mean? Like he's a gem to them. I bet you he is very, very specially handled. And so with that being said, I think this was probably all laid out for him to say. My opinion,
about
my
guarantee
perspective.
it. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, guarantee it.
Heavy.
Yeah.
You think Charlie Kirk would have got a mic and be like, yeah, put a mic on me. And the magnet is going to hold it together with gunpowder and munition in it. You can't be that sick.
That gunpowder and munition they put in there would keep the magnet from working.
Really?
And you know, Candace had most of her conversation was centered around the explosive that was used. The CC or whatever you know.
Yeah, she went into all that. I never once heard her talk about a 223 or a 30-06 cartridge being somehow stuffed into that microphone.
Thing blew up, you will see a big hole in Charlie's shirt because of
he either don't know what a shape charge is or he missed that part.
Whatever explosive powder came out of it. You will see shrapnel hit Charlie in the face.
Well, that's kind of what we're saying hit him in the neck there, genius.
And there's no way that some projectile that's flat on your chest like this is going to somehow travel out and around and hit you in the neck over here.
Well, for one, it didn't hit him over there on the right side. And for two, it didn't fly like a boomerang.
Impossible.
He don't even know what side Charlie got hit on.
Possible. And then if you look at the video evidence, and I'm telling you, man, I hope some of y'all reap what you sow.
This is gold. I'm fixing to start playing this as an intro.
If you out here pushing this right here. And also, if this exploded from somebody's chest Everybody standing next to Charlie Kirk would have been like, everybody in the shooting turned and looked where they saw the shot fired.
And I wouldn't say everybody, but go back and watch video footage of people being interviewed. I mean, right afterwards, sounded like a firecracker. Even heard some say that it sounded like it came from the tent.
I didn't see one person turn around.
I don't remember seeing anybody immediately turn around.
I saw people duck and run. Yeah, duck and run, and obviously the people around him, like, you know, came to him real quick. But other than that, I did not see one person turn around and be like, oh.
I don't remember.
That's not
seeing
people's natural reaction.
Everybody turned around and looked that way. Everybody looked that way.
When that trial happens, every single one of y'all who was out here lying, you're going to be embarrassed and you're going to be shamed, and I'm not going to hold back. Because if
he's going to hold back after this is all said and done, unless this just gets completely buried and put away, he'll probably get really quiet really fast.
You really care about Charlie, and you claim you liked him, and you claim you're a big Charlie fan or whatever you want to claim, then you would methodically take into consideration legitimate investigations, legitimate.
Yeah, well, he's not one to. He's really not one to be talking about legitimate. Any kind of legitimacy.
He's out of there, dude.
Yeah,
he's out of there. Like, bro, you should do a whole episode on that.
I'm going to. I mean, I'm going to go word by word. Like, I'm going to, I can turn that into an hour easy.
Yeah. Well, and you can generate a bunch of clips with it too.
Mm-hmm. I told you that's going to be that part of that's going to be my new intro, I think.
Let me know when you do, because I'll definitely share some. Cut some shorts up with it, man, because crazy? You could easily do his statement and then, you know, insert the truth, and then you could probably insert like a video clip or like some pictures. Like, just they're a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, I could take and do a insert clip of him talking about a bullet being inside of it, and then insert clip of either Candace or John Bray even mentioning the, talking about the shape charge, and then of course it didn't put a hole in his shirt, and then put a clip. You could. It's possibilities are endless with that. So.
Yeah, he deserves it for that. He really deserves it. The internet needs to be littered with those. He's way out of line with that, way out of line for that.
Sarah, you are absolutely in the right place. I'm not sure exactly who you were looking for, but
we're glad to have you here, sir.
Yes, you've stumbled upon the best chat on the internet. This is mine and Greg's and Matt, who has already left, our weekly mashup. We just talk about all the stuff that went on, and whatever comes to mind when it comes to the case. But yeah, you're in the right place for sure. Everybody in the chat will make you feel real welcome, and we got a rule about if you ever just pop up randomly in the chat, we expect you to show up every time we go live, or at least as many as possible. So hopefully we'll be seeing you around. Am I in the right place? Yes. I know you said you had to go,
brother.
So,
I'm fixing to go retire it. It was good to be in with y'all. Thank y'all very much.
I'm going to read through a few of these chats before I go, and then I got to go too. So.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man, and I'll be in touch. And if we don't circle back before next Friday, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You have fun, buddy. Appreciate you.
I will, man. Much love, dude. Thank y'all, everybody. God bless, and I'll be seeing y'all shortly.
All righty. Peace.
All right, man. Peace, brother.
All right. Well, it is just us now. So, I do want to, there was a few good comments in here. Okay. Yeah. So is there any truth to mental health? If there is any truth to mental health, any chance Lance received mental health medication over the past 7 months? Prosecution needed a new video so Lance comes across more stable. That is a distinct possibility, I would think. I mean, I haven't seen any kind of actual evidence of it, but it has been alleged, maybe insinuated, I hate to use that word, but that he was at least a little schizophrenic. So, I mean, like, it could very well be. I don't know, but that's definitely, that's a good thought. Good point. Let's see. He's seen more blood spatter on The Walking Dead. Yes. Way more. Way more. Let's see. Oh, I see. I see why she's asking. A little bit of context. Yes, you were most definitely in the right place. And thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan, for helping her find it. So let's see. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, Republican Tea Room, thank you very much for the gifted membership. And whoever receives those, welcome. I'm going to start doing my members' lives within the next week or two, just giving enough time for some people to pile in. And then just so everybody that's new knows how we're going to do it. I plan on, at least at first, to just basically, the channel's kind of headed down the Charlie Kirk direction. We've been on that trajectory for a while now, so we can keep the main part of the channel going that direction. I think on the members' lives, we will, I'll just go off of what y'all request. I know Miss Susan, Moon Landing, Miss Debbie, Bay of Pigs. There's been a few, and that's what we'll do. So everybody that has joined the members or got a membership, be keeping in mind what you want to cover, and we will definitely touch that. So anyway, let's see what else. And again, Republic Tea Room, thank you very much. That's right. That's exactly right, Elizabeth. Friends with Matt are friends with Adam. Yes. And friends with Greg are friends with Adam. And friends with Adam are friends with Matt and Greg. So, Sarah, I'll just give you the quick schedule. For the next foreseeable future, myself, I go live weekdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central. And I usually do about an hour and a half live, give or take, on those days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. Central. And then on Fridays, I do, generally it's with Greg and Matt, but even when they're not available, I do 6 p.m. Central. And then either Saturday or Sunday, and sometimes the both, but generally Saturday and or Sunday at 8 p.m. Central. So, yeah, it just depends on what I got going on. For anybody that has not seen the post, tomorrow night we have Dr. Scarrica Kirk is going to be here, and we are going to have a hell of a time, I can promise you. She's hilarious. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to talk about the case and some ins and outs and complications and stuff with being a creator in these days and times. So anyway, let's see. You know, for anybody that has not seen, before I go, we are going to do a little sneak peek. We're going to do a little Scarrica Kirk, okay? If nobody's opposed to it. I'm not going to keep y'all guys much longer. I'm sure y'all are ready to get rid of me. Obviously, the other two were tired of talking to me. Okay, let's see what we got here. There's so many, it's just, sometimes it's hard to choose. She's really funny, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Okay, let's check this one out. This one is the UFC. This is the White House UFC match. So this is the Scarrica. This is the Scarrica Kirk version. Y'all gonna enjoy this, I think. All right, guys, here we go. Tell me what y'all think about this. Let me make sure I'm sharing it. That would suck. There we go. All right, guys, fire in the hole.
You know, a lot of artists pulled out of this thing. A lot. You guys knew I was going to show up. You knew I was going to show up. But there's another person, a person that always shows up for the Trump. You know who it is. I bet you know who it is. Huh? Do you know? And with that,
let's see. Julia Pierce, I'm assuming you are asking me about my channel name. So The Real One Podcast, I just did a rebrand, I guess you could say. I changed the channel name, which kind of screwed me up on the algorithm. So if you search The Real One Podcast, it brings up a couple other podcasts that aren't even named that exactly. I did some researching on it. It said when you do that, it takes a while because the algorithm has to, you know, pay attention to the episodes and compare what people are searching for. Like when they search for The Real One Podcast, are they actually looking for mine or looking for the others? Anyway, they say it could be a month sometimes before the search function starts working correctly. I do know that if you type in The Real One Podcast, all one word, _AT, it will bring up my channel every single time. Eventually you should be able to just type in The Real One Podcast and it should pull me up. AT stands for Adam Thomas. So it's The Real One Podcast _AT.
let's lead into my prayer and my sermon, folks. And he said unto them, devil without a cause, chapter 19, verse 38, ball with the ball, the bang, diggity. And then the congregation replied, boogity, boogity, up, jump the boogie. Can I get an amen? Yeah. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, come on, right, come on, baby. Scarica, look. What is she doing here? Guess what happened? Are you busy? Scarica, look. Look, I got engaged. Look. No one cares. It's so crazy I didn't even know he liked me. I picked up your dry cleaning and I washed your car. Scarica, look at it. It's huge. I mean, it could be a little bit bigger because I technically know exactly how much he makes, but that's okay. Let's get.
Whoop, whoop. Congratulations, Julia Pierce, our newest member. I can promise you that will be a couple dollars well spent. As much fun as we have in our regular streams, yes, we will have even more on these member streams. I can promise you.
We'll upgrade on our anniversary. Yeah! Do you want to see my ring? Yeah. Look! Do you want me to come back? I'll just wait. I'll wait. Now that I'm getting married, do I get a raise? I'm gonna be a trad life. I'm gonna stay at home on my own show. What do we do? Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your engagement. My ring. Shut up. What are you doing here? Who sent you? But did you even pick up my dry cleaning? What are you doing here? My ring. Look at my ring. Why do you follow me wherever I go? My ring! This is for you, baby. This is for you.
Baby.
Come on. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, right. Yeah, 100%.
You know, you have to appreciate at the very minimum, and I think it's funny. I love it, but you have to appreciate, if nothing else, the amount of thought that goes into putting one of these together, because there's so many bits and pieces that go into these for her, not to mention the editing.
What are you doing?
That's right.
It's not WWE, it's UFC.
What do you mean? I already got sponsored. What am I supposed to do with all this chicken? Huh? This isn't wrestling? You want to see my ring? I just got engaged.
Oh, whoops.
Hi. Well,
hold on, guys. If I can find it real quick, like one last one, I want to find the eyes. We got to find the eyes. I don't know if I can find it quick, like though. She's got one where she does the Erica eyes, Scarica eyes. Look at all this. Look, y'all need to go check her out and subscribe. She's got a little bit bigger channel than I got. I mean, she's a little bigger than I am, but I told her I'd try my best to help her out. So any of y'all that are watching, I promise you won't regret it if you run over there and hit the subscribe, because she is constantly putting stuff out, and yeah, she's hilarious. So anyway, she'll be here tomorrow night, and we're gonna have some laughs. Like I said, do a little comedy, and then we're gonna talk about all kinds of other stuff, because she's not she got a serious side too. So really good person. Enjoy talking to her, and I think y'all will really love it. I don't know where the eyes are at. So all right, guys, we'll just call it there. So I think we covered pretty much everything. I'm sure there's a few things we missed, but nothing that I can't touch on myself later. So I appreciate y'all guys coming and hanging out. I appreciate any new subs. Appreciate the new members. We'll be firing that up pretty soon. Like I said, probably within the next week or so. I don't know. We'll kind of talk about it. I figure, at least for now, we'll do twice a month, once every other week, if that's all right with everybody. And all there is to cover, and how it's going and everything, and we'll play it by ear. But thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the members. Thank you for the super chats and stickers. Really appreciate it. And go over there if you're not, and give Greg a like or a subscribe. I'm sorry. And same thing with Matt. Both of their links are in the description of this video. And remember to share. Let's I've been riding the algorithm wave for whatever reason the last week or so. So I'd like to stay up there if I can. I don't want to crash and burn right now. So y'all share if you can after the fact. Maybe go back and leave a comment or two. They say 6 words or more is the best, but any kind of comment. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for showing up. Love hanging out with y'all guys. So we'll call it there, and everybody plan on being right back here tomorrow night. In other words, real soon. And we'll see y'all then. Thanks.